Hello everyone, this is Gaston speaking. Welcome to Brisbane International Airport. We are in Australia and we will do today quick non-VR video tutorial. We will be flying to Sydney, which is somewhere over there, 400 miles. There are two video tutorials actually available for you, but they are very long and detailed, and this one will be shorter. If you remember from the past, I made another short, quick video tutorial, which is in 3D like this one. So we made another one, but this time we will perform a flight. So the purpose of this video tutorial is to get on board, set the necessary instruments and fly. So if you want deep explanation, look to the longer VR video tutorials, part 1 and part 2. But I promise that I will explain as much as I can do, because this tutorial will be, let's say, 3 hours maximum of the length, and the flight should be around 1 hour and something. Okay, so what we have here, this is a Mach FXP 3.51, and avionics package is the add-on which can give you more features, more instruments working, because even if it's more than 5 years after development of Mach FXP, some of the systems are still not ready and still not finished. So I decided to make ones. So we have two versions of avionics package. The one is basic, and it's version 3.51 or 50. 3.50. It's just similar like Mach version. I keep the same version naming that you can easily recognize what is the difference in terms of development. So this one is the basic version is actually advanced. It has some more features than Mach version. I'll show you inside the cockpit, and currently the basic version is maintained as a compatibility, so it's no longer developed anymore, because there is another version. It's called premium version is currently 3.91, so it's more in development actually, and only this one is maintained and developed. So it has even more features than the basic version and Mach version, and we have it here. It's currently running on latest beta, actually explained 12.2 beta 4. So we have very nice weather actually, and it's at Brisbane. It's close to sunset, so we have to be hurrying. I want to reach Sydney before night. Okay, so how to get the avionics package? The basic version is available from explain.org. There are two files actually. One is automatic install and manual install. Manual install is for advanced users or users who already has a avionics package and want to perform an upgrade from earlier version. Or you are very experienced user of Expand, and you can do everything manually and alone. And automatic install is automatic install. It consists of installer. It's on for Windows only, and you will perform steps from the installer menu. And if you want to know the details about installation, look to VR tutorial or read README, manual, or page on explain.org. So we will focus on premium version currently, and the premium version, if you want it, you have to make a donation of 20 euros. There is a PayPal link in the same page where you can download the basic version, and after that donation, usually within 24 hours, you will get email with let's say patch and extra files needed to run the premium version. So it's concept of freemium. You can get basic version for free, and if you want extra features, you can get the premium version. Yeah? Okay, let's get on board and don't waste any time. These cars around are coming from another add-on from Yard Design company, and there is a freeware layout for Concorde. You can download it from my file repository on explain.org, but you have to own that Yard Design Ground Handling Deluxe. Okay, so we are actually being refueled. We will need around 30 tons of fuel maximum. We will perform very short supersonic flight, and how to get to the premium version, to the cockpit. You should go, if you have a VR, first by entry doors. Currently in 3D it's not possible, so we will skip here and we will go there manually. The reason is very simple, because you need to have this switch open. Ground series connects electric power from the ground to the airplane bus. This is very essential because many of the users go directly to the cockpit, start their batteries and ground power, and wondering why it's not working. Because this one. So this is the most important switch after loading the aircraft, so you need to set it. Okay, I will switch emergency. I should press it once. Again, this will illuminate, but this is only for emergency situations. Okay, so I will skip this one. Actually, it's a PA panel, passenger assistant panel, announcement panel. It has two functions. There are a couple of switches for lighting, so we can do this. It's getting dark. It's not much visible because still light over aircraft. And this one I will explain later. So let's go here. I'm telling you that these two panels are not working in basic version. Okay, this is the addition. Yeah, I can open these doors for catering. Right, and here we are in cockpit. You can see there is darkness here, so we can switch on a couple of lights here. For example, breakers, inspection lighting. Quick info about breakers. I will close this door. The breakers are in checklist, and you can check if any of them have signs of they are pulled away. These ones looks that they are pulled away, but they are not. Okay, they are okay. If they are pulled more with the yellow, white circle around, for example, for like this, and they are pulled away and they are not working. This system is not working. So it can be triggered by the explain failures if you have it set. So this panel goes to connect some lighting to this cockpit, for example, like this one. If you want to switch it off, go here. But I will set it on, and we need to set the power. The power, as you know, has to be set from batteries, and let's make some. Let's make some lighting here because it's very dark. Here. Here. Well, it's up to. Okay, we have a couple of audio warnings. I'll check if this one is set. Yes, this is a loudspeaker. This, if I switch it off, you will no hear anymore audio warnings, extra audio warnings. So I recommend to keep it on. Oh, this is volumes. Set our volumes at least at some level, otherwise we will not hear anything. This is a warning that we don't have electric power. You can see there are red and yellow warnings. So if we want to have ground power available, you have two options. You can go to where is it? Graphic user interface and aircraft ground and hit GPU. I will do it the other way. This is it. I'm calling ground call. I'm calling the guys around the aircraft, and I will set connection to service interphone to ground. So I will request that ground power. Oh, we have it. So we have it, and if we need to check the quality, you can see we can do this. We have 115 volts and 400 frequency, so in hertz. So we can connect the ground power. You can see it's still not working. It's very simple because you need to close the system split breaker. Now we have it. Yes, and there are still warnings, so we will close this one. And the reason is simple. We need to check these switches to bring the flow to the racks and cool it. Now it should be okay if I set on master warning. There is a master warning system. I'll switch it off. We don't need any warnings now. Okay, so there is 31 tons of fuel. This is a basic loading of X-plane. If you want another loading of fuel, I highly recommend simple steps. Go to edit weight and balance before flight. Enter only the fuel, which will consist of these 4 main tanks, and the others should be 0. There is a Heritage avionics fuel loader in premium version only. You can see the plugins, fly with Lua macros, Concorde Heritage avionics package and fuel loader, and you can set desired fuel to these tanks. If I hit export to explain, now this will load up fuel here, only to this capacity, because there are two contents. There will be, let's say, I don't know, 57, yes, 57, but here will be still the same. There is a refuel procedure. I'll set it. All these switches and standby inlet valves should be open after for refuel. And you have seen for a moment that there were some new readings, but they will stop. This was extra fuel added. But for now we will keep this one. It's okay. Well, we don't need more. And normally, if you will fly to another route, I highly recommend to use that refuel procedure. There will be a big difference between current readings and your refueled fuel values. You will probably lose the ground power. So I highly recommend to set it on and continue with the standby inlet valves. Don't forget to set them back to shut before starting the engines, otherwise you will not see any consumption. Okay, so we have fuel enough for our flight without using that additional package fuel loader, and you can see that you can set more of these things. You can set passengers, cargo. Here is 100. You have 0 fuel weight, takeoff weight, maximum takeoff weight is static, some speeds, and our flight plan from CPSNG. CPSNG, I'll briefly tell you what is it. CPSNG is very known Concorde planning software, which is compatible with premium version in way that you can import a flight plan from CPSNG and the speeds to explain if you hit export. But we will not do this because our flight plan is very short, and if you want to see it in action, look to long VR video tutorial part 2. There is example. Okay, so don't waste any time. We need to set up first the navigation. Okay, because you can see that we are getting red warnings. Okay, so let's do this. We will set these units to standby, and standby. I will use avionics where I have my flight plans. So it's somewhere over at the bottom, and you can see that I'm flown a lot. So Brisbane, it's here. Yes. You need first to set the present position in premium version only. INS units, it's a topic for hours sometimes. First you need to decide which one you want to use, because in settings you can see that you can use SIVA version 2, which is latest update to the very known and old Siva, but it's in 2D. It's like window. I have it, but I'm not having it active actually. So it is compatible with all versions for a Neccessary package. But we will use Siva units which are built in a Neccessary package premium version. Okay. The difference is minimal. But if you want to use Siva 2, you have to depress this one and make it off. Okay. In Siva 2 you have to press present position, which is this one, and in Kalimata version and basic version without Siva 2 you don't need to. So I will set it. Position, position, position. If you don't know what coordinates you actually have, there is some kind of cheat in this unit. This unit is called PVS Plessy 1580, and it's a diagnostic computer. I can use it for some cheat codes if I set it to on at ground only, and there are undocumented codes for getting coordinates. So I think it's 9996 display. So it's something that you can recognize 2738. You know that we are in the south planet, part of the planet Earth. So it will be south 27, which is here. And if you want to hit the clear, now the longitude, let's enter this one. So it should be east or west. Actually Australia is in the east part, and it's about 153, which is here. So it's correct. So you can trust it, both informations, and there is a difference in Kalimata version and basic version and Siva 2 and premium version, how to enter the coordinates. In real Concorde and in premium version and Siva 2 you hit first south or north, then numbers, hit enter for this part, and the second after the insert the same, and second time insert. In basic version and Kalimata version, for some reason you will use only one insert at the end. So it is the difference. In Siva 2 you have no function for programming these units in position mode with remote, but in Heritage Aries package you have it. But all units have to be in a remote and in position mode, so we have it. Okay, and you can decide which unit will be the master and will copy the information to the others. So we'll use number 1 because it has been set with remote first. So let's do this. South 27 23 0, east, insert east 1 5 3 0 7 1, and look at the others. It has been transferred. We can depress the remotes and let's go to waypoint on all 3 units, and maybe we'll make the same. Okay, remote, 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 There is a scroll wheel for waypoints. We are going to number 1 here and here. If you have Siva version 2, I recommend to use the provided 2D units only. This one doesn't work from 3D. It's disabled. In 3D, in basic version and premium version. No, in premium version is disabled. So if you want premium version with Siva 2, use the 2D units which are here. Yeah, use them for scrolling the waypoints. It's kind of limitation. Yeah, because main purpose of these units is to use them, and you don't need Siva 2. So let's set the first waypoint. We will hit clear, and our first waypoint will be south 28, 26, 1. Insert east 1, 5, 4, 11, 9. Insert. If you have your own flight plans from Explain, in Kalimata version, Siva 2 and basic version, you may import them to the INS units. In premium versions, on premium version, the only way to import the flight plan is through the CPSNG. So CPSNG can work with Explain based waypoints and flight plans loaded to CPSNG, and from CPSNG to the Heritage Aims package premium version, not directly, okay? Not directly from Explain. Okay, so this is first waypoint. Next one, South 31, 35, 4. Insert east 1, 5, 3, 50, 9, 8. Insert, and you can see there is a one change. INS number 1 is no longer red. That means we have at least 2 waypoints entered, and this is very mandatory for your flight plan. You need to have at least 2 waypoints. Otherwise you will have no INS navigation. Third waypoint, south 33, 23, 8. Insert east 1, 5, 1, 52, 9. You can also use the master units second on third one. They are actually a bit faster to respond to the keypad, because only this one is directly connected to the Explain, but the others of course can transfer data to the Explain. Fourth is Sydney, south 33, 56, 3, east 1, 5, 1, 10, 6. Alright, you can see we still have 2 warnings. Let's scroll the wheels and check if the coordinates are correct. Yes, same here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, we have kind of alert. This is okay. There is a DME function. We can set a DME along the route to check and maintain good quality of INS precision or signals. But we will not do this because the flight is very long and we will not be degrading the INS properly. But we have to align that unit with current position. How to do this? There is, you can switch it off. Align very gently, otherwise you will skip to the nav. And there is no currently fast alignment. It's only in basic version and Kalimata version or Siva 2 maybe. But in premium version you need to wait. I don't know. You can set the timer, and it should be around 5 minutes or 7. So let's go to desired track. I can see it's too fast, so let's make it another turn. Here 95, and this will go to 55, and when there will be 55 we can start the aircraft engines. You can go to 0, of course, to have more precise INS units. In basic version, in Korimata version, you need to have run to have these numbers changing. In premium version, and I think maybe in basic version you don't need to. Okay, so it's getting darker and darker. What we need to set now, the navigation is okay. There is a distance. I set it to 400 or 500 something like this, and set this one begin the countdown during flight. Yes. So some frequencies you will need 112.1 to Sydney. Brisbane is here. We'll fly first to 29,000 feet. I'll set auto throttle to 250. This one, if you want to know where we are flying, simply check the airport. Current is this one, Brisbane. We will fly, I don't know, probably south. So 196 is our runway. It is up to you how you set these instruments, but you should know where you are flying in heading mode before you enter INS. So 196, and you will see it here. So we will fly it this way, and later on the units, INS units, will tell us which heading. This is runway heading currently set here. We can see that we have wrong set altimeter, so we will set it to 1025. Okay, same here. Good. Now let's back to Sydney. Okay, listen. A tower. Actually, I have here the HF ATC plugin, which I made in 2018. Is still working. I'll explain. This is an add-on which is free, and you can listen offline. Live feeds recorded in 2023 from live ATC net. You can add more of them, and I have it here. There are around 70 towers for your offline flying if you want to hear some communications in your areas where you are flying to. But of course there are other plugins which are providing the same. So we can see that we have here a few stations all over the world. There's a frequency, or you can fly online. If you want to fly online, it's very necessary to have this transporter unit on. I will make the call for here.
Good morning, Speedbird Concorde 2, IFR with Mike requesting a Canarsie climb.
And Speedbird 2, I guess for the last time we can give you that Canarsie climb. Speedbird 2 Heavy cleared to airport. Kennedy 9 departure, Canarsie climb, radar vector ship. As filed, maintain 5,000, expect flight level 290, 10 minutes after. Squawk 1136, and Mike is the ATIS.
Speedbird Concorde 2, Mike 1136, thanks very much indeed.
When you're ready to taxi, enjoy your flight.
Ground point 9, Concorde 2.
These sounds are actually coming from last flight of the Concorde recorded. It's part of its package. We will insert it, the transporter code, and if you want to be sure that you have it for your online services, you need to press ident.
Speedbird Concorde 2 Heavy is with you.
Or until you hear this announcement, because without this announcement there will be zeros probably. This is some kind of bug in explain. You have to say it again. Okay, you can see that the transponder unit actually is digital, but in basic version, in Collimator version is analog, so I made it digital. This is one difference. We will set these air data computers. What's going on? Okay. We have warnings. Okay, I'll switch them off. I'll set them on later. Yes, always that Editix and its package can prepare something new. Yes, I never heard that. So it's living its own world, own life. Yes, frequency. This is not working actually in explain. I will set some frequencies in later on. But first, we need to we need to check what is the conditions at the Sydney. Sydney is windy, and we'll fly to 25 or 60. No, we will fly to 60 now. This is the south runway. 110, 90. Okay, 90. And we are getting closer to the navigation ready. And 155 is the course for landing. It's up to you where you, if you can remember it or write it down somewhere. You will need this information later on. So I will using this unused copilot instruments. Okay, it's 18 degrees there. You can see that we have here visor up, and if you want to have it down, you need to have ground hydraulics available. So we'll do this, and it should be at yellow. And you can see we have yellow quantity, and we have some kind of pressure. Only in RTX package premium version this works, because normally you can see if you set it down it doesn't work, but in premium version, thanks to the hydraulics, yellow hydraulics is responsible for nose and visor. So put this one, it's called standby operations of visor, and put this one down, and it will go down, but you have to have this one at the same position, and take it back and close it. The others works the same, but they will go down and more. Only way down, no up. This is standby operation. Okay, if you want to set some basic instruments here, I recommend to set this using this wheel. I will use 10 degrees up. Trimming, I'm not using trimming. I'm not sure if it makes sense. There's other ways to do, so it's up to you. We have set this one. We need to set the noise abatement procedure. In premium version there is a countdown to noise abatement procedure. Noise abatement procedure is when you're flying over populated area. After takeoff you should not run to 100% for a long time, and there is setting. There are a couple of charts for it for Concorde, but for Brisbane I don't have data, so we will estimate it only. So I will reset it and I will make, let's say, 40 seconds will be okay. I think we are very light, we don't need to have long noise abatement procedure, and we will go full power for a short time. So there is a timer and a chrono mode. Chrono mode is used for, like your watches, to count the time for reheats, for example, but timer is used to count down to 0. So here is fast is used for minutes, seconds, hold, run after you hit this one. So we will hit this one later on. Yes, we need, this one has been set. We need to set the fuel box for, there is a 4 greens that will tell you have enough power for takeoff. Yes, we have another greens here, so navigation is ready. Oh, that's not good. Number 2 will not work. Number 2 is not working properly. Okay. Let's try the alignment today. Doesn't matter. Don't trust now. Number 2. That is a comparator error. Weapon change 0, 1, because we want to fly directly to first waypoint. Weapon change 0, 1, insert. Let's go. That was number 3. Alright, number 3 is faulty currently. So we will not use it. I will not use it. I will not use for the first time number 3. We have no time. No problem. Now the comparator error. So distance is 85 miles. If you need more lighting here, this one. I will set no smoking. This should be set on. Navigation on. Arm, emergency arm, roof we can skip, or we'll leave it until takeoff. We need climb. This has to be set on. If you want to follow procedures correctly, use provided checklists. They're okay, but we will skip it for now. Yes, you need some external lighting. It's night currently. I know that you don't like watching videos at night, but it's the weather. It's the weather and time. It's in Brisbane. can set on a test for radar, which is only in avionics package, not in base, not in Colmata version. I'll set for a moment that master intakes off. Yes, we have set this one to fly over. We need to set or preset system 1, the pressurization system. It will work after takeoff, and we want to reach 5,000 feet cabin pressure or cabin altitude. There is a conditioning valve. We need to get some air from the ground. We actually have preheated cabin to 20 degrees. Can leave it, yes, and we need a couple of things here. We need to set a few data. First is fuel flow, because we will use afterburners will take off for a couple of seconds. There is temperature of 20, and 20 is here, and we are at sea level, so 20 and a half. Use these bucks, 20 and something. I like this. Same here. Okay. And the second information we need to set is this one. So 18, 37. This 7 is here. 37. 37, it's somewhere here. If you don't set this, you will not see that you have enough power. It's like some kind of assurance that you can safely perform a takeoff. Okay, fuel system we will leave as it is. And we can start the engines for now. No, we need to set CG computer. CG computer for that we need CG zero fuel weight. So if you don't know it, there is another help, which is 9999 8058 80 tons is weight of the aircraft with passengers without fuel. This should be set around 50 to something. If you need correct values, use CPS-NG. And avionics package fuel loader can give you another number, but we didn't hit export, so it's correct 80, not 88. Yeah, so you can get it from here. We need to set these informations here, so we will hit from N to first mark counterclockwise. This is multiplied by 10, so we don't need to set this number. This one should be 5, and it's 80 tons. Okay, 80 tons, 0, but press it, and you can see it's currently not 0. And 80, the remaining number will be 0. Yeah. At the end there is another mark, but it will not go to N directly. You have to go back clockwise, and you will set this one. This one is a quantity of fuel, so we are getting 311 I think 7. So hit it 7. If you don't set it, it's common in simulation world that users don't set these instruments. You can fly without it, but you will lose one extra feature which is currently not needed in our setup. But if you're flying very heavy, you will not reach 54% without warning. So we will set 3 and mark. And you can see we have very low weight currently. It's just 111 tons is permitted for landing. Alright. So we have it set. There are a couple of tests we can perform. There are many tests over there, but we don't need them for now. You can play that later on during ground operations, or you can watch the details in VR tutorial. 21 minutes from setting the INS. Hit it more for 3 seconds and it will reset. Alright, so we have it set. Fly over doors. We need to reset the doors, and yes, we can clear it. There is extra feature for passengers. I'll show you. It's in premium version only, and it's safety demonstration, so we will hit English. If you don't hear anything, you can see the white. So this is the volume.
We're now going to explain the emergency procedures on this British Airways aircraft. The captain and the crew are here for your safety. It is important that you pay attention and follow instructions carefully. First, check your seatbelt is securely fastened. Insert the metal tag into the buckle and tighten by
driving
pulling
up
on
right
the loose
now.
end. To unfasten, simply lift up the metal flap on the buckle and pull apart. You'll find the seatbelt sign in the panel above your head. When it's
Bye-bye.
on, you must fasten your seatbelt. We'll provide extension seatbelts for infants. We suggest you keep your seatbelt fastened and visible during our flight, even when the sign is off. Your life
This one
jacket
is
either
responsible
beside
for
or
Mach
underneath
meter,
your seat. To use it,
because
take it out of
normally
the container and place
shows
it over your head.
welcome screen.
Pass the tapes around your waist and tie them securely in a double bow at your side. Inflate your life jacket when you leave the aircraft. We will supply life cots
Yeah,
for
it's
babies
ready.
and life jackets for children.
The
In the unlikely
passengers
event
I
of
will
the
explain
aircraft
later.
having to make an emergency
Let's go to
landing,
the cockpit.
you'll be told to take this protective brace position.
Alright, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Start the first engine. So we need engine 2, bleed air,
To the closest usable exit, taking nothing with
pump,
you. High-heeled shoes must be taken
and
off as they may tear the evacuation
relight
slide.
or start.
Emergency lighting, including floor-level lighting, will help you find
At
your
12,
way to the exits. These are
it's
clearly
enough to
signed.
put on that second
There are
high
two exits
pressure
at
wall.
the rear of the aircraft and two at the front of each cabin section.
And wait.
Your crew will now point out the exits nearest to you. To open the doors, move the handle in the direction
And
of the
watch
red arrow.
Watch the dials.
Opening the doors
So
automatically
connected and
inflates
bypass
the
pin inserted.
evacuation slides.
Release the parking brake when you're
The
ready.
slides can also
There
be
are another
inflated
ones.
by pulling this handle. Jump onto the
temperatures,
slide and
pressure,
move away
contents,
from
and
the
so on.
aircraft. If the aircraft has landed on water, these slides detach to form rafts. As you leave the aircraft, inflate your life jacket by pulling the red tag. If necessary, blow into this mouthpiece to top up the air. The life jacket is fitted with a light and a whistle. Your oxygen mask is behind the panel just above your head. If the cabin air system should fail, this will be released. Stay in your seat and pull the mask towards you to open your supply. Please note that the bag does not inflate. Place it over your mouth and nose and adjust the band to secure it. Then breathe normally.
Idle.
Do
Very
make sure
important.
your own mask is correctly fitted before helping anyone else. In some areas, you release the mask by pulling on this coloured streamer. If you're in a Club World sleeper seat, you may need to reach through the dividing screen to retrieve your mask. All electronic devices, including mobile phones, must be switched off, and all headsets must be removed whenever the engines are running on the ground during takeoff, approach and landing. Please ensure your mobile phone and any devices that can send or receive calls or text messages remain off for the flight. Any items with a flight safe mode should have this feature enabled.
So we'll
now.
start a second
Some
engine.
electronic devices can be
in
used
each
once
wing
we're airborne. Please check
is
High
enough.
Life magazine. Take care your hand baggage isn't blocking the aisles or exits. It must be put under the seat in front of you or in an overhead locker. But place items in the locker carefully, as they may fall and injure someone. As we prepare for takeoff, please make sure that your tray table is put away, your seat is upright, and your armrest is down. Please stow your individual video screen and footstool if you have them. Finally, take a look at the safety card in the seat pocket. If you have any questions, please ask your crew. We hope you have a relaxed and enjoyable flight.
Good. So that was the passenger announcement safety demonstration safety video. Actually there are more of them for most of the internationally recognized languages, but only French and English has announcements for descent and after landing. So now we have two engines running. Yeah, we will set on some hydraulics for number 2 engine and number 3. You can see there is pressure. It's not enough, but we will do it. Is generators. You can close the ground power. You don't need it. Well, disconnected here. You can see it's not available. We will switch off this one, which is the ground call. We will set on some heaters. Yeah, it was set on, we can leave it. There is a test. Okay, no problems. Seat belts. This is running, this is running. Yeah, when we have a hydraulics, can set on inverters. This is common mistake. Why it's not working? That latch. You have to click it. Blue, blue, blue. Anti-stall system. Set it to on. We have problems with air. Really? Very strange. Air warning. Alright. Let's get rid of that warnings here. It's artificial fields. It's our, let's say, breakers. If something will fail, it will disconnect. So this is set. Okay. Don't need it. So you can switch off roof. For some reason we have air warning. Air warning. Where? It should be here. This is System select. Let's go to system 2. This is fuel heaters and engine recirculation valves. It should be set on constant speed drive. I'm wondering where it comes, that error. And we can monitor generators. Sure is second and third only working. Well, now we have 2 engines only running. And this is electrics for equipment. There is a oxygen. So we have, I don't see any warning here. In-flight monitoring system, we will set it on. If you have premium version only, this works on in premium version. So let's make some tests. We have to make some tests. Well, air generator. So let's make fault. Master warning. Air, yes. Master warning off, but still working. Still there is that error. So we are testing air generators, which are currently smoke detectors. Let's get back to normal. Another smoke detectors. You can check every single one if you want. Necessary. This is another test for engine fire. Another one, nozzle air shot off unit. Overheat. Okay. I'm not sure where it comes that air warning. This is very strange. We should. It's yellow. It should not be a big problem. Air warning. Alright. It's not good, it's not good. Okay, we'll preset automatic transfer of the fuel. So we will keep 3 tons here, and here will be 0. It could be a problem for our flight. We need to get rid of this warning. So we'll try something else. There is a test. have no idea. This could be a problem. This could be a problem. But we can deal with it. Okay, so we are waiting for INS number 3 to recalibrate. Yeah, I'm currently flying with one extra feature from Neccessary package, which is file called 4 heavy Lua. It's for 3D only, not for VR. If you have a VR, you might disable it, but it's not very necessary. I'm using throttle quadrant, which has 2 axes only, so you can see there is a bending of 2 engines to 1. It's therefore Lua Heavy does that. But you have to preset your joystick or throttle quadrant for it. Instructions are on the website in pictures. So now we can check this instrument if we have working controls. This is very important, otherwise you will not make it. So you ready? Yes, finally. Okay. Change 0, 1. You can leave it at 1.2, but you will fly to second waypoint directly. So we don't want it. There is another frequency of Sydney we will use. I will disconnect the brakes.
Alright, starting the pushback.
Yeah, pushback. And the frequency for Sydney is in that ATC plugin. Here with 124, 550, 155. 124.55. What's going on? Why we are not? Come on, move it. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Okay, better push back. Stop it.
Alright, mate. Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
I will call it again.
Alright, mate. Disconnecting toes. Stand by.
Alright, we have a couple of problems today. I'll try it again. No problem. Still have that R warning. Electric is okay. Electric is okay. Let's start the remaining engines. Or generators.
Toes disconnected. Bypass pin. Yeah, it's removed. I'll give you a thumbs up on the right and catch you next time. Have a safe flight.
Well. We have no time for it. Maybe it will work, that graphic user interface. Let's try it. There is another one. Aircraft. Engage. We will use, let's say, another way to push the aircraft. If it's not working, we have to find another way. Alright. Next engine is running. This one. It is possible to start two engines at the same time. You have to do this at the same time, really. Otherwise you will see strange movements here. Always have a master warning system. Set this off until normal operations, otherwise you will see many audio warnings. So here we have taxi lights. I see intake should be reset. Brake fans, heaters, engine recirculation valve, they are used for low demand of fuel. We will set them later on to off. Remaining hydraulics, now it's everything in green. Remaining generators, this is set, master warning, fuel pumps, keep them running, they will transfer fuel, and here is everything set. We have no warnings, only yellow, that's okay. And how about that air? That air is still there. So we'll fix it during flight maybe. Air is here. So there is no warning about air anywhere. Alright, let's go. So another check for controls. Brakes. Can use this one. So it's braking. Yes. Let's navigate to the runway. More power. And we can set the TCAS for traffic advisory. And you'll see that there are a couple of aircrafts. So we'll go this way, and there is a runway. The good is with for heavy lua that you may have a different power for the engines. I'm not sure if I'm going to the right direction. Wait, stop it. And to make a turn. We are in a good position in terms of front wheel, because the front wheel is actually behind us. Let's follow the green. Yes. So there is a taxiway. There is a landing aircraft. I highly recommend to preset now the vertical speed indicator. You have two options. You can do it from like this, or hit fly director at ground, and there is a selector for it. I will switch it off for now. After takeoff, I'll set it on, and it will maintain. The basic autopilot mode, which is heading hold and pitch hold. So we'll do this after takeoff. Then we will hit AP1 as autopilot, vertical speed. Of course, you can use pitch hold and max climb, max cruise, but I will not do this. Always watch the brake pressure, temperature. It should not be more than 100. Yeah. We can switch off that radar to standard mode. Maybe I made some over. So I need to go back. No problem, we'll make a turn here. I'll go this way. Still have time because the runway is currently busy. We'll make a turn here. Yeah, I get lost at Brisbane taxiway system. And we are back. Perfect. That is very nice bridge. You can see the traffic is actually very high. But now it looks The runway is clear. We'll perform one test here. For the instruments. You can see feel, stabilizer. I'll stay here and wait for the... This is past. I'll stay here. So let's try to make a flight with it burning. I have no idea what is it. It could be explained failure. And you'll see it in a pressurization system, probably. So we'll set off. This one we don't need for takeoff. This one we don't need for takeoff. We have enough power, enough fuel. I'll switch on this light. And this one. Oh, it's not good. For you, I'm pretty sure that we need more light here. So I leave it as it was. And nobody's landing. No. So it's our runway currently. Let's go. Hit this one as a
Cleared for takeoff.
Concorde 2, clear takeoff.
takeoff monitor. And don't forget to set afterburners. They're actually armed. Cabin, prepare for takeoff. This is announcement that you can make. And now we will set this one to run and count down. Landing lights. Stop it.
3, 2, 1, now.
Full power. And watch the horizon.
Airspeed building.
4 greens. We have enough power for takeoff.
100 knots. Power set.
And we are very, very powerful currently.
V1. Rotate.
Alright.
V2. Positive climb.
How would you lower that nose a little bit, Captain? You're kind of going space shuttle status on me.
I had to switch off the power a bit. Well. Flight director, speed. Vertical speed. Yes. Hit alarm off and gear up. So it was very fast, too much work. Gear is up.
Heavy contact departure. So long.
Moving to departure. Good day, Samuel.
I'll make the lock. We'll disengage the afterburners, and let's show me where is our course, which is there. So we will make a quick turn to the left. I'm using not joystick, but I'm using this autopilot mode and see what's going on. We are turning right, left. $30.
3,000 feet.
You have to play with it. 20 degrees. Yeah, watch after takeoff this gauge. This pressure cabin pressurization. It has to rise up, and it's actually doing so. It's okay. It's too much. Now I will hit heading, hold, disengage.
Should I change it?
Yes, the trim. We need to set the trim from takeoff to flight.
Fuel trim to flight.
Alright. And you can see this is getting closer and closer, so we need to make turn to the right. So 5,000 feet, climbing. Heading, hold. Now we need to check the fuel panel because we have very low fuel. These tanks and pumps refill the main tanks. Keep them at all time at some fuel. We will make a transfer. And there is something running. Yeah, I see. Pumps. Switch them off. Switch them off. Switch them off. I mean to transfer fuel here. We'll use a rearward movement. As there is a click spot over there. Ah, wait. Wait. I have to go this way. Like this, and transfer fuel back there. Now we are waiting for one important information, and this is call for
10,000 feet.
I will level up the aircraft. I will go faster. But I will first set the trim to yeah, we have warning for cold air. Nice. And we'll go faster. And you can see that there is no trim for call for flight, so we need to do this manually. Actually, flight.
350 knots.
But it's actually there. It's very strange. Doesn't matter. And we can go a bit higher. Let's go to 29,000 feet. So we're after takeoff. We are getting closer to that first waypoint. I can use heading and track. So we'll do this. There is a click spot here. Put heading, hold, or drag hold, so I will put heading mode currently.
So long, Concorde, and have a good flight.
Thank you very much indeed. That's very kind of you.
We're gonna miss you here at Kennedy.
We're going to miss coming to New York.
Best of wishes, John Blue.
Thank you.
This is heading. I'm not like to use it. Better use heading mode. And the cabin is pressurized finally. So it's 5, so it's okay. You can switch this. Yeah, we need to disengage first. This one. And yeah, we can do a manual transfer. For example, like this. In fuel panel, there is one rule: keep the fuel in the bag. So that means this one should be set all the time at the maximum. How is it the air? We are at 18,000 feet. We still don't have problems with air, and if any air. This is set okay, no blackout. This is running. We can check. The air from the breathing mask,
20,000 feet.
and we still have a lot of oxygen. How is it the temperature in the cabin? 25, no problems at all. We'll set on this generator to automatics in case of failure. Any signs from recorder? It's okay. It was pitch activated. Empty. Alright. Yeah, I see. Alright, there is a problem. Cooling was not set. It was a problem with the air, so everything is okay. Problem fixed. The one strange thing was it was not showing us a red. "34 miles to the first waypoint." Let's see what heading we need to the second waypoint. So make a check. 183. So it will be 183. Let's show me where it's 183 here. Okay, so we'll be 30 degrees turn. If you want to see some aircrafts, make a higher resolution, 15 miles, but there is nobody, and change that to traffic and radar advisory. It will give you another warnings, audio warnings and visual warnings. I still have a problem with the navigation. Let's see, still there. Navigation not working. Okay. How about now? No. Heading out. Alright. Make a turn. And I'll make its change to 0, 1. No. 0, 1. Insert. Okay, heading hold. Let's make INS. Now it's working, and still there is a comparator error. So we'll find it. 12 miles to the first waypoint. That should be yes. So we are back on track. Now there will be first transition. You can see there is a indication that something is changing in navigation, and it's the waypoint. So let's do the turn, and after that we will go supersonic. Always level to center position if you are using this autopilot mode. This is very old autopilot mode. This is auto throttle. You can adjust the speed during cruise. This is as I said, vertical speed. Currently is not active, and this is a turn. So let's wait for we have 23 tons of fuel, which is not much. Okay, now it's a good time. I'll go to 32,000 feet, and we will go faster. I'll set on 500 feet warning for the Sydney, and watch the speed even below Mach 1. The auto throttle may be faster, so we'll
30,000 feet.
we will stay at 95 point Mach 0.95. It's getting faster, so I'll slow down a bit. Always watch this instrument or this one for the speed. So now it's, let's say, steady. If you want to go supersonic, you have to be in flight mode, which actually this one is set automatically in RTX package. If you have this switch on or armed, if you have it like this, it will switch according situations to flight mode or trim. Basic is that flight, and you have to have 53.5, which we already have, but it's good to hear the call out. If you don't hear the call out, you have to do this manually from menu. Only this one is very important, and you can make sure you fly the flight with this one only. Okay, let's go faster and higher. 54,000 feet, it will be okay for us. We will hit now maximum power. And hit run.
Mach 1 passed.
2 afterburners. Switch off like this. Run. And watch the speed and climb. Now we are very light, so we can climb with 4 afterburners very quickly to 54,000 feet. The white means that they are active and there is a very high fuel flow. Watch the limit and control the speed. As the temperature outside 16 or 15 in the wingtip. It will be getting hotter and hotter. And with this very light aircraft, we can probably shut off the afterburners very early. So let's leave it at least 1.7 is normal procedure. We can do this at 1.50. I will limit climb rate to 2000 feet per minute to gain speed. And if your speed is not getting higher and higher, as an extra procedure, what's going on here? You need to be in normal mode. Switch off this pumps. This is empty. You can get speed from manual intakes. Currently they are in automatic mode, but you can change them to manual and play with these ramps. This one slows down the aircraft, this one will adjust the pressure in ramps, so you get more speed. Okay, let's switch over the afterburners. The speed is currently enough, 2 minutes afterburner. It's okay. Now you can see the fuel flow dropped to at least 1/3, from 15 to 5. It is very important to preset this altimeter. If you want to go higher than you are, you need to do this. In previous versions you don't need to, and you can fly normally, let's say, but now always check this one has to be higher than you actually are, otherwise the aircraft for some reason will not go higher. You see that there is a one feature here, this lock.
Mach overspeed warning.
Okay, we'll slow down.
Back or climb. Caution. Fuel status 20 tons.
Check the speed. It's decreasing actually. And so that lock is only available in premium version. In basic version doesn't work,
Overspeed warning.
or it works automatically. There's a really that is a function of neutral actually. If I want to do this, you can see it will be locked by that red guard. If I will now click on it, it will unlock the guard and the gear will go down. So this is new in premium version. In basic version, it's automatic, and you have only 2 positions, top and down, which is not real. Okay, what you can see in that avionics units, there are a couple of modes. First is drag and ground speed. 190. We are flying 190. Ground speed is 1050. It's probably knots, and this one is miles per hour. We have 290 miles left, which is enough for some explanations here. Make a quick tours, and at 140 we should descend. So the speed is going higher and higher. We're closer to Mach 2. Yeah, we should set back that altimeter to standard. You can do this like this, and or you can do this with this standby button like this. So now aircrafts around, I'm using live traffic. There is nobody around.
50,000 feet.
What's going on? Fuel? Yes, we have very low fuel here. It's very strange because this warning should be when we have 14 tons of fuel. No, I see. We have very high pressure tank. Okay, we will lower the climb rate. If you see this, you should lower the climb rate. And you can see it's decreasing. It's overpressurized fuel tanks. This is the first warning you can get of too high or too low, too high descent or climb rate, or aeration. Aeration is used by, or you can get rid of the aeration of the fuel by the air pumps, which is this one, and there is another one. Here, there is another one, here and here. It makes sense only if you have fuel in the tanks and it's full, which we actually don't have. If you want to be sure that you will not lose a fuel, an engine, because low fuel quantity, you may turn this cross feed like this. Yeah, there is an indication that
Passing Mach 2.
the fuel will go like this, and in these settings, if there will be 0 and there will be something, you will transfer and feed the engine from here to both engines. I'll set on Mach hold. So we are currently running at automatic with the throttle, and you can adjust it a bit. 54,000 feet, temperature 100. We don't need these heaters because there are a lot of heat around. Fasten seat belts, and I will now show you cabin series. Cabin series is here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the main cabin. We will be starting with our meal service very shortly. We do have 2 selections of entrees. We have a penne pasta with the cheese and tomato sauce. The other selection is chicken with vegetables and a rice stuffing. And we'll be following our meal carts with a beverage cart. And we do ask if you're eating as a courtesy to those behind you, if you could bring your seat back up just to let those behind you a little more room to enjoy. Thank you.
This girl, flight attendant, is going over the cabin and serving the drinks. It takes 15 minutes, it's automatic, and there is a handle if you want to do this manually, or that card pushing to the safe position, which is here. So So now it's going automatic, and if you switch that switch back off, it will stop and you can operate it manually. These passengers are coming from Camera de Bellis library, and you may have them in premium version only, and you have to copy them manually. There is a instructions in your premium version files how to do it. So it's simply copy the textures and object files to explain Concorde directory. So there is an entertainment of. So there is a various lighting settings. You can see I will switch this off and you will get rid of the white. So you can play with it. There is information about toilet, forward cabin, seat belts, yeah. And this one is a cancellation of this audio transfers. There is a stereo packs, which is extra file. Look to the manual how to use it. You can hear your music or something through switching this one. And there's Mandarin, Arabic, Russian, Japanese, Spanish, Italian. First, this indication that the safety demonstration is running. There is a second, which is before descent and after landing. Yeah, this is volume. This is decompression. There is emergency landing and ditching. Landing on water, emergency announcement, and so on. Yeah. Okay, back to cockpit. So, how much time we have? Okay, we have to prepare for landings. Okay, so we will disengage. The throttles a bit. Yeah, engine number 1. This is high temperature. You can see high temperature. It will settle, but you should do this very gently. Okay, let's prepare for landing. 10,000 feet, let's say, and going down. Watch the speed. And there is a information.
Concorde 2, descend flight level 110.
Descend flight level 110, sir, Spirit Concorde 2.
Cabin secured for landing. I will hit the warning or operate that announcement. You can do this from here actually. I still have landing lights on. It's not correct. Seat belts and call.
And ladies and gentlemen, those double chimes indicate that we're well into our descent, so all electronic equipment needs to be turned off at this time and safely stowed away along with any other carry-on luggage you may have taken out. Also, please check to make sure that your seat back is in the full upright position, your tray table stored and locked in place, and your seatbelt fastened. For those of you in our our business and first class cabins, if you would make sure that you push the green airplane reset mode button. And for those of you in first class, your shoulder straps must be fastened.
So now we need to align with the runway, which is currently 100 miles from here. And if you look like this, yes, so the runway will be there and we are off the course a bit. So let's make 240 for example. And the temperature is dropping, so it would be good that we set back on the master heaters and pressure heaters. Watch the speed, it should be constant slowdown. Still have enough fuel, 70 tons. 5 is minimal for landing. With one fast reserve for go around. Nobody is around, to me. Yes, Brisbane A320. Alright, heading gold. You can see that we are getting off the course, but this is okay. We need to align with the runway. We still have this comparator error. That means some of the INS units don't provide now providing currently same informations. If there is a comparator error, that means this is an internal fault, or the units has not the same values providing. At 30 miles before airport, we should have be ready for landing. So we are still getting too fast, and if you want to see ground proximity warning, set this radar to system 2 and go down to 5, and you should see with higher resolution than 20, 30, 40. 40 is maximum as in this unit, but you can extend it. Here I can see there is Australia, Sydney 80. It goes to up to 160. We don't need it, so we will go back to 40. And the ground proximity warning is very important right now at 4 miles during night flight. If you have altitude more than 3000, and if you have a nose not down, and you have it, let's say, like this, in the second step, visor is down and nose is up, you may get warning through terrain, which is somewhere here, and to avoid some mountains or high terrain. So we are getting below Mach 1. It's good to switch this to approach, and we will focus on depressurization of the cabin later on. If you see the fuel difference here, you may apply some extra procedures how to level them up, but it's not really necessary right now. There is no warnings. We can transfer fuel to front a bit. I highly recommend to watch second part of video tutorial. You can see there is still fuel getting more and more. This is accumulator from transfers. Always there will be more fuel than the others because the tank free is a collector for abnormal transfers. Yeah. So we're getting faster and faster. Still, we are too fast, and we can use something which is called in-flight reversers. So we will do this. I'll switch off transfer, and there is a at idle. You may use reversers. They should slow down the aircraft. And you can see there is a reversers. Only 2 of them works. As there is land finally. Yeah.
Throttle back on climb.
Oh, we need to lower climb or descent rate. So we have a signal from Sydney, actually, somewhere here, 28 miles. We're getting still very fast. There are some aircrafts around, but we are very, very light, so it will be very difficult to slow down. So I expect that we will make some course corrections. Or we can, if we go below Mach 1 0.7, we can deploy the gear to slow down. But now it's not possible.
Clear of conflict.
Yeah, there is an aircraft. You can hear that there was a warning for it. I can close it. You can see there is information that they are running. At Mach 0.079 we can lower the visor. How about these systems here? This one gets the information from the what we are doing here. So it controls the autopilot functions. This one shows various speeds and temperatures. For example, this one 107. This maximum temperature we have achieved. If you want to know more, go to ground graphic user interface, custom content, and here is codes. Hit code and display, and you will get these values. Yeah? Okay. So there is a airport. So we need to make another turn because we are too fast for landing. No problem. We can first check what are the conditions of the airport. I'll switch off.
Reverser retracted.
What are the conditions at Sydney? Yes, runway 16. That's okay. Runway 16. Speed is decreasing. Very good, very good. And now I should decrease pressure cabin However, you need to have advanced throttles a bit, so let's do this. Let's set the speed to 210, for example. So there is a Sydney behind us to make another turn. And it's running. If you have advanced throttles, you can have a climb rate, and then 20% is okay. So we are depressurizing the cabin a bit, and we need more fuel in the front.
Nose still down.
So we will do
Should we
this.
raise it?
Time 42 minutes. I need to make a more aggressive turn. 30 degrees, it's okay. Actually, there's a bank limit for operations above Mach 1. And this is 20%, 20 degrees, which is
Check trim setting. Check trim setting.
which is here is 30, 20. So operate with this one, or you can do this with your joystick, but actually during night landing it's better to go by instruments. So I will decrease
Heathrow, good evening. Speedbird 2 at Concorde with Foxtrot, level 110 to Wacken.
7,000 feet.
Speedbird 2, roger. Continue towards Ockham to hold less than 5 minutes.
It was
Towards
automatic.
Ockham, expecting the hold, Speedbird Concorde 2.
Speedbird 9021, your landing runway will be 09 left.
We're on 9 left, thank you, Speedbird Concorde 9021, Charlie.
It was automatic announcement from last flight of the Concorde, so I keep it here for landing announcement. So I'm not sure where is currently the Sydney. I think we have lost the signal, but we are getting closer to that airport. So let's wait for another signal at 7,000 feet, but we need to check the status. Status is Sydney 1032. 1032 will be somewhere here. 1032. So maybe there is higher pressure. Oh, it's too fast. Fast. Let's ask Avitop. Sydney, and there is right. 1031 is we're getting closer, but I don't see it. We can use landing lines. Probably will see nothing. yes, don't forget, yes, we have no fuel here. And when this one reach 500 or more less than 1 tons, you will get warning of the fuel. We still have 14 tons, that's okay. Cabin pressurization for some reason has stopped, so we'll adjust it a bit and maintain 1000. Yes, it's going lower and lower. Speed is constant, 26 miles, so we should see Sydney somewhere. I'm not sure if I could trust this one. Let's try it. It's very simple. For 14 tons, I still see the runway or airport. I would say that it should be somewhere here. Yes. Let's make a turn to the left. Hard left. Left 20.
Traffic.
Where? Alright. Heading halt. And let's see. We can follow some of the aircrafts if we don't know. Yes. Alright, so there should be Sydney. Oh, let's make another. I think we overflown that.
Our bank angle is too high. Roll back.
Yeah. Careful with that, careful. So we need to make a U-turn to get runway number 16. Alright, that's enough. We are aligned with the runway, but the runway is actually somewhere there. No. I'm going. We need to go to the coast. There's a coast. There is no coast. I'm lost. Currently I'm lost, so I will make a turn to the left, to the right. So where is the airport? Where is the airport? These numbers has to decrease. I think we have warning of low fuel. So we'll transfer some fuel from the back to from the front to the tanks. Yes. You can see that I'm flying manually the throttles, so that's not a good idea.
Bank angle is high. Roll back. Check trim setting. Check trim setting.
I think there is an airport. Let's have a look here. I'll transfer here fuel from front. We have here a fuel. So we can do this. Where is the airport? Here. Maybe. For some reason I don't see it. Yeah, there are a lot of aircrafts. Let's go to 4,000 feet. And we can slow down a bit because we are getting closer to the airport. Okay. 16 miles and I don't see a runway. Ah! It's not our... Okay, it's time to do fuel. We have 500 tons. We can lose the engine within a few minutes. Come on, come on, come on! Where is the airport? Okay, I'm in panic, trying to know where is the airport. Yes, it's over there. Wait.
Check trim setting. Check trim setting.
Transfer the fuel. This one is not needed. Where is the airport? Here. Is this Sydney? Sure. Still have enough fuel. We have 12 tons, so no big deal. But see that. Radios, we don't have radios for Sydney. Should be 550. Okay, there is the runway. Yes, this is okay, let's go to 190. Gear down. No.
Gear coming down.
And I will now.
Concorde Alpha Foxtrot, clear to land 27 right, 360 degrees, 8 knots.
Auto throttle
Clear to
gear
land on
down.
27 right, clear to Concorde Alpha Fox.
Auto throttle autopilot off.
I will perform manual landing correctly. You can switch off everything here. So we have landing gear down. I'm not sure which runway I have used. Yeah, the second one for the landing. So we'll use that one, landing runway. On the left, there's a Sydney city, and we should increase the resolution of the aircraft. So 5 miles and there is nobody. Landing lights.
Airspeed too low. Back angle high. Power center.
Diving, I'm diving.
It must be my fault. We can regain the control of the aircraft. And can safely land. So it's very difficult sometimes to recover the very dangerous scenarios. So always focus on landing.
500 feet. 400. 300. 200 feet. 100 feet.
Well,
30. 40.
it was very hard landing.
Contact.
And
Reverse deploy.
reversers and brakes. knots, reversers off,
Reverser retracted.
brakes okay. Wow, it was a very difficult landing. But we are here, safely landed. And now is go to taxiway. 1 hour. Alright, it should be much more or less. I can switch off a couple of engines, we don't need them. Now taxi lights is enough, and taxi turn lights. There is very important that you will switch this one to low idle, and heaters, we don't need them. There are plenty of fuel in the tanks. It shouldn't be, so we'll perform an extra transfers. And we'll put this to inhibit. We don't need these warnings, and we don't need warnings. Yeah, this is disabled. We are not running these pumps. So hello Sydney, we are happy to be here after that problems during the flight, during approach. Currently running on 2 engines. The engines are enough for taxi. Can switch off the traffic advisory to something less disturbing. So we can prepare the aircraft to shut down. For example, we don't need that. We don't need that radar. To be faster because this guy is rushing. And don't forget to set brake fans. We have more than 100 degrees temperature of the brakes, and currently the brakes are, let's say, very easy done and explained in a Concorde, because in previous version there were more risk to have a puncture because of a high temperature. Now it's very friendly. And if you want to perform a takeoff after aborted takeoff, you should be sure that your temperature is below 100, otherwise it's not permitted to perform a takeoff. Yes. So now we will gently park the aircraft, and I will show you how to operate the fuel panel a bit, because as you can see, we focused on flight and not much for the systems. But if you want to know more, as I said, watch the VR video tutorials. They are longer and they can give you more informations. So we'll go this way. What is the temperature here? 18. Alright, we can switch off the heaters. For 18 we don't need them. This one can be set off. Oh, wait. This is on standby and inhibit. Inhibit means that if the temperature is above 15 degrees, which we currently have, you may have it at inhibit. If there will be low temperature, there will be warning. We will use that one, that taxiway. We'll park somewhere here. This is domestic terminal, there is international. I have been in Sydney many times in simulation software, like Explain and Microsoft Flight Simulator. So it's one of the airports which is not changing much. So keep the speed below 15 because of the turns. You can see there are a lot of traffic ground. That this color means ground, white is in the air. It's Malaysia. This is a parking and we need to go forward. Ooh, this one. Qantas. There's somebody taking off. The temperature is still high. Parking, we need to go forward. There is a runway, currently not in use, so it can go forward. Tons of fuel. Okay, let's wait for this guy. He's going probably to take off. Yes, and we need to go a domestic terminal and international. We'll go here. We have to wait. Oh no, he can do this. He's too far from the landing threshold. Come on. You can see it here some ways. It's 3 miles, okay. It's 800. No, it's 8340 and Saudi. Singapore Airlines, Canada. Alright. flight. I'll use the spot at the end of the taxiway. There are 2 gates. I hope that they will be not populated. British Airways. There's British Airways and Malaysia. I hope that they will not be populated, otherwise there is very hard to go from there. So this is Sydney. So are there any aircrafts? No, it's empty. It's fine. So I will make an announcement to the passengers and cabin. We didn't have time to stop the lady with the food cart.
Flight attendants, dismount doors.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our destination. For your safety and comfort, please remain seated until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. Please check around you for any personal belongings. Please also use caution when opening the overhead lockers, as heavy articles may have shifted during the flight. On behalf of the flight crew, thank you for flying with us, and have a pleasant day.
So there will be no jetway.
335, remaining OTPA, X-ray, Echo Victor, thanks.
So we can stop it here. Yes, we are here. Very good. Interesting flight. Dangerous in some ways. Unpredictable. Can switch off the to ignition, auto throttle. No smoking. Off, off, off. There's anti-icing under winter time. Can switch off this engine. We don't need it because we need only yellow hydraulics, which is provided by engine number 2. I can switch it off to standby. We don't need this. We can switch off the transporter. Always use it because it's a random generator. Random generator is connected to this unit, and it provides some temperature logic. So keep it running. I will call the ground control drive up, and you can switch off these units, and we will use the transfers. We need to transfer fuel to front, so we will use this one. There is a lot of fuel. Here. Oh, sorry. Here, transfers. Normally, you will transfer here from here, this tank, to this tank to have a front, let's say balance, or fuel from here to here. This is trimming. If you need fuel here, you can grab it from here, or from here, and here. For that reason, there is this switch on. It will allows to the banks transfer pumps for this tank, pumps for this tank, pumps for this tank. I highly recommend to use only one transfer at a time, because my fuel system is very sensitive for many fuel flows, and you can get a difference between these gauges and this one, currently it's the same, 9.5, so it's okay. Yes, we have no generator power. This one is the main fuel pump. This one is standby, used for transfers and backup. So this one is currently it's running, but no engine is consuming a fuel. We'll use this fuel into front. So I will open this inlet. This one will make a transfer. Everything else is closed, and we will transfer it by via jettison fuel. If you want to know how it works, look to the other video tutorial. But there is no practical example, only how it works. So we need to keep these off, and we need fuel from number 3. So we will open it, and you can see this is open. So we will go from here to here very quickly. So watch the CGs getting lower and lower. We need to have 51.8 for ground. So it's decreasing. I'll stop it with this one off very soon. If you want to know more about fuel transfers, I highly recommend to check another video tutorial, that second part, which is 1 hour for this purpose. But the main basics are keep these more than 1 ton and I'll be good. Rearward trim CG in the back. Yes, we have it. Stop it. And for 1, 2, 3, 4 they are used for transfers here. This is trim. If you need more, we'll limit this one and this one to 1.6, and this one I used for supersonic acceleration. Okay, we have trim in front. I'll open the doors. If we have this one in at 0, so this one is 0 before opening the doors. Yes, temperature is okay, brakes are set, and one engine is running. I can switch this off. Conditioning, this is off, and we will shut down the engine, but we need to be sure that we have a ground power. We have ground power? No, we don't have a ground power. There is a ground power, let's say quality, and we need to call the ground, and we need to from here. So we have it, ground power available. We can switch off generator, we can switch off engine, and we can switch off engine from here. It's guarded, it's red guard, very important. Do not manipulate it during flight with this switch. Crossfeed consumer displays, so 6 tons, 5 tons, 6 tons, 5 tons. This is settled to 0. With door open, and I can switch it off. Good. Okay, let's open the doors for the people. Okay. Now I show you quickly systems over there. Oh, we did it. I think that's all from me now. If you want to play with these units, there are test at ground, test unit, you can test it. But it's not used normally during the flight. Only you can hear, you can see a record during flight. It's not showing anything. Can select and test it. Look for manual or to next video tutorial from VR if you want to know more. This is testing this autopilot noise, and we have a couple of informations here. For example, undocumented 9995, which is touchdown 83, so we made it very well currently, no big deal. So 9 tons, that's okay. So I highly recommend to switch off the aircraft from the way that you will leave on only the IFCS item. Leave it on. If you do this, it will store in premium version only the layout of switches here. Because Kalimata version and basic version, if you start up the plane, it will have the same layout all the time, no matter what you do. If you set this to on during flight and leave it until powering off the batteries, you will get the layout as it is. Most of the switches, I think 90% of them, will be like this. So I will switch off the INS units. Yes, and we can power off the airplane like this. We'll lose the power and lose the batteries. All done. Okay. There'll be some maintenance. Checks there, so this is all from this quick video tutorial. I think it was longer than I expected, but you know, it's their quick reference for you how to basically operate the aircraft. If you need more informations, use the explain forums, get some questions, or watch the more detailed 6 hours long video tutorials in VR if you want. That's all from me for now. Enjoy the avionics package. We have 2 versions available, so depends on you. Alright, thank you and see you next time. Bye bye.